In our journey of discipling our children and our teenagers, we are talking about two things, the power of purpose. And today, we're going to talk about the power of priority. Welcome, parents, teachers, grandparents, and caretakers. Thank you so much for coming back again and again and again and again. You are a blessing already, I believe, and many of the children are already excited and encouraged because of your life. The power of priority. Last week we talked about the power of purpose, and today we talk about the power of priority. Now, what's the power of priority? For us to learn to prioritize in our discipling our children and teenagers, learning to prioritize what we need to focus on and what we need to not focus on is going to be a critical journey. Now, let me put a very important pointer here. Sometimes in our journey of the power of priority, to look for priorities in our lives, sometimes we are blind. Oh yeah, you heard me. Sometimes we are blind. We can't see that we can't see. I'll say that again. We can't see that we can't see. Now, how can we start seeing it? I think we can only start seeing it when we calm ourselves down and get involved in the life of our children, our teenagers, in our walk with our Heavenly Father. That's where we can ask Him that question, Lord, let the scales from the eyes fall, that let me see what I don't see. I think that's a very important prayer as a parent. Let me see what I don't see. Let me see what I'm not able to see. Let me see which I am forgetting to see. Let me see that I'm stubborn, that I will not see. Let me see. Let the scales of my eyes fall, that I will see some things on a different place. That is the power of priority. That we will start to prioritize. We will start to give priority to certain things when we see things very clearly. Let me give an example. One of my teenager, I began to see something in that teenager. And when I began to prioritize that, what was the priority? The priority was not how this teenager was not doing certain things right. The priority was not how this particular teenager was forgetting so many different things and who was very lazy about certain things. No. I told my wife and I said, if we are going to help this teenager, we need to change our priority, the way we see things, prioritizing of how we see things. And she began to change things very differently. And she began to go and talk with this teenager, one of our own teenager, and talk to that teenager and say, hey, this is what you're good at. You're so good at this. You're so good at that. Oh, I'm so encouraged that you did this for me. We prioritized those wonderful things that God had already made this teenager to be. So we are raising this teenager up, one of our daughters, we are raising her up to this place so that she begins to not sit there in guilt and worry about what is not happening right in her life. Rather, she's moving to another level and saying, okay, this is what my dad and mom are seeing it. I think I can push myself. I can do things. And we began to see several changes. In fact, she's actually thinking about doing certain things in the business field and starting to find investors and start a business model, all the different things. She has a lot of different thoughts. And she was sharing with my wife, and my wife was literally in tears and said, oh, I never thought. See, the power of priority. What are we prioritizing to see in the lives of our children? Remember what I said. The problem is sometimes we can't see and we don't know that we can't see. Sometimes we forget that we can't see. Sometimes we can't see that we can't see. We need to learn to prioritize. Ask God to give us wisdom to prioritize, to see what we need to see, what we should see, what is necessary journey. What is our necessary journey? In that necessary journey, what we need to see in the life of our children. Thank you so much for coming back again and again. You are a blessing to your children, to your teenagers. Thank you so much. And I believe that your life will make a blessing in the life of your children, whom you teach, whom you parent. God bless you.